It's coffee break. Welcome back to the podcast. It's going to tell you once again, probably once every decade, that Arnold Schwarzenegger is trying to attempt a Conan the Barbarian 3.
3?
Yes, he only made 2.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
I would have sworn my life I thought there was at least like 7 of those things.
No, there's only 3 movies.
That's crazy. Especially
there might be animated ones.
It's a big. I know there's comics.
Mm-hmm.
Like there, I think it's Black Horse, Dark Horse.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. I think it's a big franchise still. I would have expected more movies.
There was a time where I really wanted to get into it, and I realized, it doesn't begin with comics, right? Because my dad used to have some of those comics, and I saw them, and I was like, oh, that's what the movie should have looked like. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I'm a huge fan of the movie.
It's been so long.
Arnold's movie. There's Conan the Barbarian, there's Conan the Destroyer, but they made it PG.
Yeah.
And there's only one moment of goriness.
Yeah.
Well, the first one is got nudity and gore.
Yeah.
And,
I wasn't allowed to watch the first one.
Yeah, no, I really like the first one. Anyways, it began, almost during the time of Lovecraft. They're like Pulp Fiction novels.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, it was a fantasy. But think about it. It's no different than Lovecraftian, where he's telling a cosmic horror.
Yeah, just a story of
Eldritch.
A magical land of a guy doing cool things.
Yeah. And Conan is Middle Ages, right? Yeah. Barbarians, monsters, ghosts, witches.
It gets weird. Yeah. I know that.
Yeah. But anyways, I always liked them. They did do a remake with Jason Momoa. Way too young.
Dang. Because I don't even remember that.
He has no beard.
Weird. I can't picture him without a beard. I've seen him without a beard before.
And he probably has the same acting ability he has today.
Which is, good enough.
As a joke, he is a little better than he used to be. It's a rough outing.
I wouldn't get Arnie or Jason to do Conan if they were doing another one.
Yeah.
I think you need someone new, someone different, younger.
Okay. Well, we've learned on this podcast you have 2 options. It's Chris Pratt.
No.
Or Glenn Powell.
Why not Reacher? What's his name? Alan...
Richardson?
Yeah.
Richardson?
Get him.
Richardson?
He's huge. Both as a celebrity and as an individual.
Well, why do live action?
I mean, I do think animation would be the best thing.
If this story is so old and there's so much story to tell, right? Mm-hmm. Why not just focus on doing, an animated film series or an animated series itself?
I don't know enough about it, but isn't that just what Primal is? Genndy Tarkovsky's animated one about the caveman?
Yeah.
Is that not just Conan adjacent?
I guess, yeah. There you go. Maybe that's the answer.
Mm-hmm.
So, interesting. The air turned on.
Yeah, sorry. It's hot.
Already.
Always. It won't last for too long.
Well, on top of that, it wasn't just a joke about Arnie bringing this up. He has talked about this movie so many times. Before I even started this podcast, I was chronicling the ideas of him playing around with Conan the Barbarian 3 to the point where a new Conan came out, and he still hadn't made his 3rd one. And then, it was just right at the end of the pandemic.
Woof.
He started talking about it again.
It was a hard time to get things off the ground during that time.
Yeah, and then he brought up that he was going to do other movies, like a Predator sequel.
Mm.
And I was like, they moved on without you.
Yeah, sorry, Arnie. He's a rather old fella, but
he's a very old guy. And
he seems like a nice person.
He could be, an older I don't want to play with this idea. I'm done with it.
Yeah, it got sad real quick.
Okay, Kate Winslet.
Remind me of who that is?
She's an actress.
I know that. Her name is familiar. I'm sure if I saw her, I'd recognize her.
I don't think I've ever seen anything she's in.
What about her?
Anyways, she just got casted for The Hunt for Gollum.
Where?
Who?
Yeah.
We don't know, but apparently all the sources that are keeping the name under wraps are also saying that this is a very important character.
Okay, interesting.
The fans think it's Aragorn's mom, which I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce her name because I'll just botch it.
Yes. What? The crazy Dunedain elf name with 7 umlauts?
Yeah. Why they think it's her, I have no clue.
How many other female characters are in any Lord of the Rings stories?
Why are we banking on the idea of Aragorn showing up in this movie?
I mean, if it's his mother, she might not be pregnant yet. Or maybe he would be an infant. I don't know. And is Smeagol that old? I guess, yeah, he was, yeah. If he's pre-Hobbit.
No, but Legolas and Frodo are going to be in the movie.
But is it going to be, like, flashbacks? How much of it is going to be...
I thought this story took place between the time of when Bilbo ran off with the ring, right, from the Misty Mountains.
Yeah.
And was that Riddles in the Dark, right? And then Gollum gets so desperate, he leaves his cave.
Yeah, they torture him.
And that's when, the Nazgul pick him up and they torture him in order to finally figure out... And it took him all that time.
Yeah.
To the point where Frodo now has the ring.
I don't...
And this is the Fellowship.
I struggle to see how they could make just Smeagol scrabbling around various mountain ranges and then getting tortured last an entire movie's length and be entertaining.
It's definitely not going to be all of that. Mm-hmm. There's no way. No one would watch that.
That's why
it's going to be a lot of... It's going to be Rings of Power. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a political drama. Because it's going to show the shifting of the tides from when the good guys thought they had it to, the bad guys always had the upper hand.
I guess we'll see. I'm curious. I'm excited. I'm curious. But I'm not sure. I'm going to wait till we see a trailer for me to really, start throwing... Because the only theory I have in my mind is that it's going to be a lot of introspection from Gollum / Smeagol.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, Elijah Wood has also said Wood.
Wood.
He's got wood.
There's only the one man, so it's only one wood.
Says he wants to play Frodo as long as he can.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Well, I thought that was interesting in a juxtaposition because we're really reaching out there to expand the material of today to fulfill at least somewhat of a reasonable length for a podcast.
What are you even trying to say? What does that even mean?
If you know, you know. Anyways, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
I'm done with the Harry Potter thing. I don't want to be part of it anymore.
Well, of course he...
But, people still talk to him about it, right? Elijah, on the other hand, he's like, no, I want to be Frodo.
I think the difference is, well, first of all, Lord of the Rings is still cool, and Harry Potter has a horrible demon... ghoul attached to it as its creator.
I will give Tolkien one hell of a special star. Just for the fact that his story, that's almost 100 years old now.
Yes.
Is still relevant. And still very much beloved.
And compelling.
Yeah. You got so much Lord of the Rings stuff happening.
The deeper you dive into Harry Potter, the more you're like, none of this makes sense.
Why are the walls covered in mold?
I also think, to be fair, Elijah Wood was already an adult when he played Frodo. He was over 20.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out some dumb joke about, Elijah Wood grew up.
Yeah. You could also...
Yeah, no, they would have had totally different experiences, which makes sense to me.
And you could argue whether or not Frodo is or isn't Elijah's best performance. Definitely one of his most noteworthy performances. I would argue Ryan from Wilfred might be his best performance.
Yeah, I would say Ryan from Wilfred is.
But I would say definitely Harry is not Daniel Radcliffe's best performance. Not only just because he was a kid for a big chunk of it, but just seeing some of the things he did with, Miracle Workers and all these other weird, crazy things he does. Guns Akimbo.
Yeah,
he's done so much more stuff.
Guns Akimbo isn't a great movie, but it will entertain you. Mm-hmm. And it is surprising to see him do something like that.
He throws himself into it. Yeah. He makes the ridiculousness of the setup feel, tangible, which was all he needed to do for that character.
Well, to have more fun with this concept, we could also look at Christian Haydenson. Since they would have all been active during the same time.
Yeah, all orbit a similar concept.
Which Haydenson had a rough time and it took him a decade and a half.
Quite a long while.
Before everyone was like, we accept you.
And love you.
And it's like, you should have the whole time. He was pretty cool.
Fans are weird. Fans, quote unquote. They're not really fans if you're harassing and attacking actors.
To move on into Star Wars. Okay, Kathleen Kennedy decided to open her mouth again.
Oh,
and she revealed that Grogu will not talk in the new movie.
Why would he? Who cares?
Well, some people are upset because they're like, this now, this tampers the story a little bit because there is no character growth for Grogu.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, I think it's very funny that she opened her mouth and revealed any of that.
Yeah.
And on top of that, remember this movie was made under her supervision.
Mm-hmm.
This is the end of that crap.
I imagine, yes.
The Last Starfighter?
That's a different
Yes.
franchise.
No.
It is. That is an old franchise.
No, I'm pretty sure the Ryan Gosling one.
Is it called The Last Starfighter?
Yeah, The Last Starfighter?
It can't be called that. That's a movie from the 80s. It was creepy. I remember.
I'm probably getting it wrong. But that one, one's going to be the return of Star Wars.
Yes.
For some reason, this one's going to just suck.
It's going to be garbage.
I got really curious this morning because I was like, why is this happening? Why did no one stop it? So at the end of season 3 of Mandalorian, they wanted to make 4, but then they had to deal with the actor strikes and there was some reshuffling. Hollywood was in disrepair at this point.
Season 3 was already a hot mess.
Yep. And literally 1 year, they were like, we have the script for season 4. And then the next year, they're like, we have the script for the movie.
Just trim some things, move some things, bam, movie now.
Yeah. There was 2 different conflicting ideas at the very beginning from Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
Right? Where one wanted to make a movie, one wanted to make a TV show. But ultimately, at the end, it all kind of came together, and it seems like the leftover ideas are what season 4 is.
What a great setup.
Yes. And, well, Rota?
What's that?
That's Jabba's son, who's being voiced by Jeremy Allen White. If you look up who's starring in The Mandalorian and Grogu, there's 3 names. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Pedro Pascal.
Uh-huh.
Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
Jeremy Allen White.
Why?
This is a major motion picture.
I'm upset. Everything you've told me has made me so upset. Why would you get Jeremy Allen White to just grumble and burble? Oh my god.
His character obviously has something to do with Boba Fett. Mm-hmm. So we're going to tie in Boba Fett also into this nonsense.
Yippee skippy.
As I was just digging into like why this movie exists, other than they just need a reason to make another Star Wars movie, it's not going to be good.
Do you think this one will be in theaters?
It will.
Oh, I bet that's going to be embarrassing.
It will be. It will be very, very embarrassing.
Woof.
But Disney has something really good happening.
What's that?
Their Tangled remake. Live action remake.
Yes. Catherine Hahn has been announced as Mother Gothel. I'm so excited. This was the one thing I really wanted.
It makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. This is what the fans wanted. This is what everyone wanted.
I'm so like hopeful.
Yeah.
And I know like their live action remakes have been mostly duds. And even their best ones are like, it's fine.
Yeah.
But this is one I'm like, I really want it to be good. I know the Tangled fan base is very dedicated to Tangled, so they might be weird and crazy about it. But I'm hopeful. I like the kid they got for Flynn.
Yep.
Catherine Hahn is the perfect choice for Mother Gothel.
Mm-hmm.
The girl who's playing Rapunzel, I don't remember, but I feel like good things are happening. I'm being hopeful.
It's a cool thing. Because it seems like they might actually have a good remake coming up, right? Mm-hmm. They got the pieces together. Can we get it right this time? You remember Snow White?
Yeah.
Do you remember how bad that did?
Yeah.
Which is funny to me because it's not that bad of a movie.
It's not. Like I said, it's fine.
I think the original is not that great.
It's very of the era.
As an artist, you can appreciate the amount of effort it took to make that thing.
Yeah.
That is insane.
2 million individual paintings?
Yes.
Jeez Louise.
Well, the remake cost you
Yeah.
almost nothing because you... Never mind.
The biggest paycheck was to the worst actress on screen,
Gal
Gal Gadot.
Which all the painful moments of her still somehow equivalent to the same of the original. That's what I was trying to get to. Right. But the fans and general audience were a little too harsh to it. So Disney they pumped the brakes. Because they already had announced that they were working on this Tangled thing. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to see how Lilo and Stitch went. Their reaction to Lilo and Stitch, I think, is a little off-puttish.
How so?
I think they're a bit too overzealous about it.
It did numbers.
It did the numbers. That's all they saw.
But a lot of people were very upset, specifically with the ending, about Nani giving up Lilo. And, like, yeah, she visits. I know they always throw that excuse around, but, like, literally that was the opposite of what the original story was about.
Yes. But it's also there to fix the problem with the original.
Which problem?
The problem that everyone had with the original and why it failed.
Was that?
People didn't want to watch a Disney movie about a starving, struggling group of young women who have no parental guidance.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah, they're struggling. That's the point.
Usually mom or dad die.
Yeah, but I think it was because some kids do sadly lose their parents and have to live with.
Oh, and there's that other thing about losing Lilo. That storyline. That's a little too real, and I think that really bothered them during their current time.
Well, yes. It's sort of
But,
like,
so
we can't shake any bridges. We want things to be nice and squeaky clean all the time.
I know I sound insane saying this, but I really think that ending is to help those who didn't like the original ending to feel better about the movie. Like, oh, Lilo's now with her grandma.
Yeah, but
and
like
Nani's still around.
There was a reason a lot of people didn't like this one.
Yes, I get it. The Pleakley not cross-dressing or being herself.
Devastating. At least, you know, I would say, what's his name? Zach Galifianakis? Jumba?
Yeah.
I think him and the guy who played Bleakley did a fine job with their dynamic. It was missing stuff, but of all the things, I'm like, I think this was a good casting choice. Weird that Jumba's the villain, whatever, we can't get on a hole. The thing is with Tangled, I think it's gonna really rely on how they market this.
Yes.
Because I think marketing, especially with Snow White, is what really killed off a lot of people's, like, early anticipation for the film. And then they never really recovered from that initial bad marketing ploy.
What's your favorite example of bad marketing from Snow White?
Oof. Give me your example, because I don't know if I can think of one.
Oh my god. It's an allergy medicine. I'm not kidding.
For sneezy?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes. And it was like Benadryl or something. And it was all like, you could see the 7 dwarves out in the flower field and Sneezy like just huffing.
No way.
Huffing down a dandelion.
That's terrible.
And I was just like, I get it. I understand the characters have the quirks, right? But what a weird way to shove your shoe in that door.
I guess for me, it was more a trailer for the movie, but it's like the epic, like boom sound effects and fades and dramatic lines, like the kingdom, bleh. And it's like this feels nothing like how the actual and final movie feels.
Yes,
you know.
Yes.
So.
Oh, it definitely went through some revisions.
No way.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
The dwarfing. Oh. Dwarf casting?
Yeah. Unfortunate.
I feel like I'm walking on water I shouldn't be walking on.
It's something I say in my review. It's because there is a person with dwarfism.
Yeah.
They never actually referred to any of the 7 dwarves as dwarves. The subtitles just call them the miners. So they weren't supposed to be people with dwarfism. They were supposed to be a magical, like, fae, kind of gnomish entity. But they didn't do a good job really explaining that, and instead just looks like they just didn't hire anyone with dwarfism. except for that one guy, and there was one of the bandits.
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would make sense. They are magical.
Yeah, they do.
You do see them use a magical spell at the
their
end.
glowy rock things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Disney was like, let's do it. We're going to do Tangled. And now they got their next one coming up too.
What is it?
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. What?
Yes.
I guess this makes sense. Tinkerbell is a sorry, is a relatively large franchise,
Yes.
but it ended quite a while ago. So
Many years ago.
I wonder if it would follow. Sorry, jeez Louise. If it would follow the lore of the Pixie Hollow films. I don't know it. I haven't seen any of them.
My little sister used to watch them.
There was like 7 different fairy jobs, like water, air, animals, and she was a tinker fairy. Was her name just Belle? Or did they call her Tinkerbell?
I don't know her
Because that's
life
weird.
story.
They'd be like, oh, your name is Cashier Stacy. Like, you like put your profession as like first name, last name.
She tinkers with your receipts.
I'm into the idea. I think there's room to play. But I'm not, I mean, okay, sure, why not?
Yeah, I don't like this idea. But then I'm like, what's the best alternative? Peter Pan? Is that really what we're doing here?
This is like my first thought was like, why not just do Peter Pan? I was like, oh, they did. Peter Pan and Wendy came out like a year or 2 ago. Remember that?
It's been longer.
Has it really?
Yeah.
Wow. They just recently did that.
Yes.
So, okay.
Remember Pinocchio? Anyways.
Oh, I wish I didn't.
I just think it's crazy that Disney's just not learning from their mistakes, and they're like, well, if they make money, we're going to keep charging forward.
We'll just keep trying the same thing over and over again.
Did you see Nintendo announce the voice of Yoshi for Mario Galaxy movie?
I did.
Okay, how do we feel about him?
Donald Glover.
Do you think they landoed it?
I think he could be a very good voice actor.
Yeah.
I haven't heard his voice as Yoshi. I keep watching the trailers like on mute, and I'm always like somewhere where I can't turn the volume up, and then I forget once I'm by myself where I can Google it.
I haven't bothered to listen to him yet, but I hope it's just his normal talking voice.
Maybe a little higher, kind of Troy from Community, you know?
Troy's voice is only high because he's a kid.
Well, I guess, yeah, maybe.
He wasn't even Gambino yet.
No, he wasn't.
He was just childish.
I think this is good because he's also a comedian. They're comedians. We have our comedy folks for this, you know? I mean, in theory, Chris Pratt's supposed to be a comedian, but he hasn't been funny since Andy Dwyer stopped being a thing.
Oh my gosh. This morning, I had a coworker. I was walking by, there's toys, right? He goes, hey, you seen this movie? And it's a Mario Galaxy toy, right? And I was like, no, that one hasn't come out yet. And he's like, no, the one before that, right? I'm like, yes, I've seen the Mario movie.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't get why they got Chris Pratt. No. He's like, I heard if you watch it in French, it's better. And people prefer to watch it in French because they don't have to listen to Chris Pratt.
That's so
and
true.
I was like, I haven't looked up or heard anything about that, but that is too damn funny to me.
That feels so
that
accurate.
people still are watching this movie, but they're watching it in the French version, so they don't have to hear Chris Pratt.
He doesn't even sound like related to Charlie Day, which is the craziest thing.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys said comedy. Charlie Day.
Yeah.
Glover.
Yep.
Black.
Yep. Also, Keegan-Michael Key is Toad.
Yep.
We have comedians here.
Yeah, they're all sprinkled in. Mm-hmm. Anna Taylor-Joy.
I would no.
I mean, the menu's pretty funny when you realize he lost all that time.
the menu's very funny, but not because it was trying to be.
Yeah.
It was trying to be very serious. Yeah. It wasn't.
I do think it is a surprising announcement to cast him as the voice of Yoshi. And if he does augment his voice naturally, right? Maybe it works. I would just be cool with him just being himself. Yeah. Right? The only thing is you can't get rid of the...
Yeah, you gotta do the Yoshis! Yeah.
And then Nintendo on top of that was like, hey, we also have a Yoshi game coming out later this year.
Like really, I've been seeing a bunch of trailers for it, yeah, because it's soon.
Which it's called The Mysterious Book.
Yeah, there was a trailer for it the last time they had a Direct, I think. A Nintendo Direct. Do you remember he was like crafting things when he ate them and stuff like that? It had like a storybook aesthetic. There was a trailer for it already. It looks like up the same alley as like Yoshi's Epic Yarn or whatever.
That's the one I didn't get to play.
But like that like platforming kind of style, you know?
Yeah, which is made
Like classic
I
Yoshi.
love Yoshi's story.
Yoshi's story's so good.
And I was like, well, what's in Mysterious Book? Would it be a story?
It probably.
And it's a 2D side scroller, and I was just like, hey, I gotta get a Switch too.
And Yoshi. We have a Yoshi amiibo. We have a yarn one. That should probably do something for this, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we have one. It's pink. It's right next to one of my 2 different Waluigi amiibos.
Nice.
One is unopened.
Okay, and now we're gonna take a little turn in for the worst here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had Pokepia.
Yes.
It went off without a hitch.
Yeah.
Well, there was one problem, right?
Yes.
As great as the game is, and everyone's loving it, and I've heard, I've
Only-
seen.
Only praise.
Yeah.
Only love.
The current White House administration has decided to steal images in order to
Well, the thing
propagate them.
because Nintendo actually, this was something Nintendo made, was a thing where you could type in your own phrases in
Yes.
the font,
Yeah.
and people were having fun with it.
Yeah.
But then the cringiest, most evil, dumbest government is like just made out of Reddit trolls rolls up and ruins the fun like they always do because they have to be all scummy assholey about it.
Yep.
And they ruined it.
Well, they wrote MAGA, and Nintendo got so upset that they decided to sue the government.
Yes.
Because they want all their revenue from the tariffs back.
Nintendo is not the only ones doing this.
Yes, no,
But,
I just
yeah.
think it's funny that finally. You remember when I was making fun of Microsoft?
Yes.
Trying to fight the big dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This-
This time it's not Microsoft.
You pissed off a bunch of old Japanese men. You're screwed.
Yeah. That nasty Cheeto boy is going to have to deal with them now. Which, thank God. I saw another video where they started splicing in different edits of movies.
This one pissed off a lot of people. They had Yugi in it, and Dan Green's voice
Yeah.
was like augmented with AI.
Did you guys catch Beerus? You don't have to watch it. In fact, I don't think you're going to be brainwashed if you watch it.
It's just slop. It's just garbage. That's all this administration
Yeah.
does, is they make the dumbest, cringiest slop, and then they throw it out there. And I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about
Okay.
it. I hope they get sued for billions.
I just wanted to end the Nintendo stuff by saying that they're on our side. We're going to win. Okay. 2 million downloads for Pragmata, which is the
wow.
new Capcom game.
Yeah, the one that has the little girl and the robot guy.
Which I did a demo for on PowerOn. I'm working on PowerOn. Ease up.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Resi 9 this week. I'm excited.
I know, I can't wait.
But Pragmata, I was like, you know what? I'm definitely going to go get that game.
Really?
Yeah, it's such a weird concept that it, like, ever since I played the demo, it's now stuck with me. And I'm like, I kind of want to see what's going on here.
Maybe worth the wait. Be the next, very different styles, would be like the next Stellar Blade. You know, like a weird off-the-wall sci-fi thing.
Well, I remember seeing a lot of early demos and showcases of this game.
Yes.
You've seen them too.
It's been in production
I
now.
mean, if you've spent your last 10 years watching the Game of the Year awards or the equivalent of E3, you would have seen various iterations of this thing. But after Stellar Blade, it really shifted gears. And it became it looks like Stellar Blade. You fight Metal Gear. And it plays like Resident Evil.
It is wholly unique. You can't deny that.
Resident Evil with mini games.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You just describing the gameplay made me, like, nervous. And I'm like, not for me, but I can see why other people would get into it.
Yeah, no, there's so much going on screen. Like, you'll never be bored.
Yes.
So I thought that was really cool, just for them. There's also DLC for Resident Evil 9.
Oh, hooray! Outfits? Is it just outfits and stuff?
I
More
haven't
guns?
played the game,
Fair.
but they're like, yeah, it's story stuff, mini games, and maybe outfits or something. I was like,
and
whatever.
guns and whatever.
I just want to play the game.
Yes.
Okay, and I wrote here, move over, Pal World, and Pokemon. Pickmon is here.
So, this game's not gonna happen. There's
Oh,
no way it can
God,
happen.
no.
This game...
Like, hold on. You know what? You go. I'm sorry.
When Pal World came out, everyone was tripping over themselves to be like, this is such an obvious ripoff. And I think there were some things that definitely flew too close to the sun. But I was like, there is some originality here. It is trying to be its own thing in certain places. This is as egregious as what people thought Pal World was. Like, and I know some things about it. First of all, they're just Pikachu, but with a yellow tummy.
His cheeks were orange and they're dashy.
There was one that was clearly based off of, several were based off of Pals from Pal World, but one was like really obvious. Like their yellow one.
With the Gatling gun?
Yeah, and it's just red now in this.
Which I couldn't believe. I was like, the Pokemon thing, okay. Mm-hmm. But then now you're just ripping off Pal World? That's weird.
The gameplay's a ripoff of Pal World. I think the environments are ripoffs of Xenoblade, I think. Environments.
Is that what you think it is?
They definitely stole them. They didn't make any of this stuff. Because
are you ready?
Yeah.
It's a mixture of Genshin Impact and Breath of the Wild.
Yes. Another thing, I know that they've stolen fan-made Fakemon designs. So, like, people are suing them on an individual
Is that why,
level.
like, all of them look like Gudra and they just do the same motion?
Yes.
Like, the animation is bad, but we'll get there. Go ahead.
And then one last thing I saw while we were watching, like, there were several things that, like towards the end there, I'm like, that's just Power from Chainsaw Man. That's just Cerulege, the Pokemon.
Yep.
That one was just Low Kicks. But one, it was just a Harvest Moon cow. It wasn't even like done slightly different, like in a different color. It was just straight up one of the cows from Harvest Moon. There's no way this thing can actually come out. It's gonna get sued to high heaven.
It almost feels like, yeah, that was like bait.
If anything could unite Pal World and Pokemon, it could be this. If they work together to destroy this thing.
That would be crazy.
I hope.
Yeah, the character instantly jumps off a cliff, and he's he's gliding.
Yes.
He throws out his giant glider, which has streamers behind it.
And he happens to be sandy blonde with a blue outfit.
Blue outfit with golden...
like a little white, and like some...
Yeah.
That sounds a little familiar.
And as he's gliding, there's this serpentining dragon that is black, red, and white.
Rayquaza.
But it also has wings.
Wow.
So it's actually a mixture of Rayquaza and Giratina.
Yes. So...
Yeah, I noticed that too, and I was like, why would you do that?
Yeah, this seems like just stolen slop.
Yeah. Why would you show off anything like that? Like, I stole all your stuff.
Usually when things like this happen, because I've seen some weird app games that's like clearly stealing like Pokemon characters. Like it's just straight up Misty, you know? And it's like the goal is to get someone to download it either out of curiosity or ignorance. So you get a couple of dollars from the ad revenue. And with Steam here, a couple of dollars from like ordering it or downloading it off of Steam. And then when it gets terminated, you can at least walk away with something.
Oh.
That's usually what these things work out with. I know. It's weird. It's a weird...
Is that why the animation looks so halved?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because the point isn't actually to make a game. It's just to get you to buy it once so they can get some money.
Okay. I just... Mm-hmm. That was weird.
Everyone on the internet's like, no.
Yeah. No, I totally understand. It's almost... You feel like it's that moment where the Justice League is about to arrive because you're like, clearly they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is usually the moment where I ask the question of last week.
Yeah.
I didn't write down the question of last week. Which was about our dumb Pikachu names.
Yes.
So I'm totally sorry about that. That's my bad. But also, what a useless poll, right?
Yeah. What's a better name for a Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to box office trolls.
Box office trolls.
Okay, number 1. Without a surprise. Hoopers.
Hoppers I've heard a bunch of praise for. I've heard it's really funny and smart and like classic Pixar. Mm-hmm. I've seen like the person who like the main creator for it, they made some like 2D animation for it as well with them as beavers just like going down the river and whatever. Adorable. Precious. So, I'm curious. I'd see it.
Okay. I think it's interesting that it is spring break for most people. And you only have 2 real contenders for movies in the movie theater, right? So you got Hoppers for the kids, and then for the college kids, The Bride.
Yeah.
And I'm like, spring break used to be something special. I mean, it wasn't always about the movies, right?
Yeah.
But, look at the gas prices and look at the selections you have and how much money you can spend.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, ugh.
My spring breaks were always, I get to actually sleep.
Yeah.
I get to catch up on those video games I haven't played.
Yep. Yeah, no, that was mine too. It was just like, I just go to work. Mm-hmm. I don't have to worry about school. And when I get home, I can play video games.
I can rest and eat and that's it.
Yep. So, Hoppers being number 1, obviously. There's no real competition, and it's not like every... Demographically, more people would be interested in Hoppers than watching The Bride.
Yes.
Okay.
Wider audience.
It's so much wider. It's like you have the entire effing globe. Okay.
Yes.
Number 2, Scream 7. Holding strong.
Good
coming
for them.
down. Good for them. Again, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Right? Number 3, The Bride.
Which I've heard mixed reviews.
So you've told me the one positive.
I've seen glowing praise, and I've also seen mid, and I've also seen entirely negative. So I really the whole gambit.
I've seen nothing but negative.
I am curious to see, because when there is such a spectrum, I'm like, well, I wonder where I'd fall on this.
The other thing, Wuthering Heights, right? I wanted to see that. I was really interested in it. Nothing but negative reviews. Still just negativity.
Yeah.
And this one gets negativity. I've seen a lot of comparisons to this one to basically its original concept, The Bride of Frankenstein 45?
Wasn't that
54?
Wouldn't that be a good thing? Also ironic that this is getting compared to its original concept, but Wuthering Heights' main complaint is that it's not enough like the book it's based off of.
I don't know. I would like to watch it. It's Christian Bale playing Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Which, if you told me that when I was a huge Christian Bale fan, I would have been like, no.
He's not the main character.
I know he's not. And he's also a gangster from what I noticed. And I was like, what? Sorry. I'm just a fanboy.
We'll see. We'll watch it.
But yeah, I see it's about the bride and her coming to life and finding herself in this new world.
Yeah. I have heard it is still a romance, and I've heard it's a relatively cute romance, actually, between her and Frankenstein, the monster.
Okay. All right.
So, I'm curious. The negativity has only made me more curious. So, that's that. I'll wait for it to hit streaming, then we'll come back to you.
Also, I don't know if you guys remember, if you were listening to this podcast or not, when this movie was announced, I talked about Christian Bale being casted as Frankenstein's monster. And that, what's her name? Maggie.
Maggie Gyllenhaal? Yeah.
Gyllenhaal is the director, right? And I was like, oh, this is part of their system, right? Maggie has a connection with Christian Bale.
Where? Oh, yeah. I totally forgot that she's in the Batman.
It's probably considered the greatest superhero movie of all time.
It's not. I wouldn't even put it in the top 10.
Honestly, I would put it in the top 10, but it's not the best one.
To each their own, I suppose.
Anyways, and hey, can you help me out? This is my directorial debut, right?
It's not. She did, what is it called? Like Promising Young Woman a couple years ago? She's directed several things before, I think.
I've never heard of this. Was it very promising?
It was about a woman
I gotta stop.
getting revenge for
Jesus
sexual
Christ.
assault.
Oh my god.
So I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it.
I have to stop.
But the guy who played Bash in Glow was in it. So that was fun.
Did he get assaulted?
No, she got...
No, we don't want to answer that. We're done with that. I'm sorry. Okay, well, Maggie's trying to become a director.
Yes.
Right? So as directors keep going, they're going to make very unique choices to try and stand out, especially with the film festivals, because they have to go through
Yeah.
syndicates before they can even get into the arena. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes.
Which this Sunday is the big arena.
Oh, really?
It is. It's the Academy Awards. And I am sorry, but Sinners won everything.
It's going, yes, it deserves to.
Yeah.
Do it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Was there anything else you were going to say?
No.
About Maggie Gyllenhaal as the director?
No, I just thought it was interesting and just like, if she's going to keep going with this will be a fun little piece in her career history. Mm-hmm. Right?
I also want to watch it just because between this and Promising Young Woman, I would rather watch this. And I want to get a taste of like what her directing abilities are actually like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Number 4, Goat.
Good for them.
Number 5, Wuthering Heights.
Sure.
Number 6, Crime 101.
Okay.
Number 7, Epoch. I keep smacking the edge of the table and it's my bad.
Epic, by the way. Elvis Presley in concert.
It's E-Pie Kick.
Jesus.
Send help.
Yes, please.
I can only imagine 2.
Number dos.
And they re-released Infinity Castle Demon Slayer.
Hell yeah.
Which I was like, stop doing that. Just put it on the stream so
Give
we
it to
can
me.
watch
I
it.
want it. But
Yeah.
you need to dub it first, because I want the English voice actor.
Nice. Okay. We are also here to tell you about the things we watched this week.
Yeah! Yes, we are!
So the most important thing we watched this week definitely wasn't the first episode of Netflix's Dinosaurs.
Woof. It was so disappointing. We didn't even finish the first episode.
It looks like cheap AI.
It does look like, even if it's not
And
AI,
I'm
it looks like
concerned.
really shoddy CG. Especially, like, the last thing Netflix did was the one with David Attenborough. And I know this is a different show, but going from that, which looked almost real, like as close to real as you can get.
What the hell was that accent?
David Attenborough?
Attenborough.
No, Attenborough. It's an not an O.
Where?
His name.
When?
That's how you pronounce it. You not listen to people when they're pronouncing it? Admittedly, most people I hear pronouncing it are British, so that
Yeah.
might be doing something.
Hold on. The difference between Miranda and Miranda.
Miranda. Mother Miranda. No, this one was disappointing. I did not like this
Yeah,
one.
I didn't like this either. There was moments where I was also like, I don't know if that's Morgan Freeman.
It was Morgan Freeman. They released bloopers a little earlier today, I think, which I think is cute. But Morgan's old. Mr. Freeman's really old. His voice, just like David Attenborough. Their voices sound different.
Why did you have to move your head like that? Burrow.
Burrow, because I was making sure I was saying it like an asshole.
Jeez.
They're just so old now. Their voices don't sound that silky, buttery smooth that we used to know them for. Because they're old men.
Yes.
This one was disappointing, unfortunately.
Also, why aren't we getting, like, Matthew Mercer to do this stuff?
Yeah, like a voice actor who's,
Yeah.
like, trained to do this.
Like, okay. Dante...
Dante?
Bangarang.
Bangarang. Oh,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
This is the moment you forget everything. Bangarang.
Dante Bosco.
You're the worst millennial in the world.
Listen, I didn't watch Hook until I was
Dante
20.
Bosco, right? What's he up to?
He voiced one of the characters in Date Everything. He was Fire. He voiced Fire from The Fireplace.
If we're going to keep telling stories about documentaries, then we need, maybe some real talented people who can continuously age with it, right? Think about the guy who narrated Pokemon.
Good.
Think about the guy who narrated How It's Made.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of good voice actors with just naturally soothing voices.
Yeah.
Travis Willingham, Taliesin Jaffe.
Yeah.
I would listen to Liam O'Brien say anything, Laura Bailey. Also, there's a million cool voice actors you could get.
I think Laura Bailey might be not the single greatest, but overall greatest female voice actor.
I'm compelled to agree. Her resume's gigantic.
I know.
Like, her resume's so big. Someone asked her who she voices in Naruto, and she couldn't remember because it was too many characters.
Yeah.
So she turned to Sam Riegel, who was the voice director for Naruto, and he couldn't remember because it's too many characters.
What?
What do you mean, what? A lot of voice actors are also voice directors.
Yeah, I know. Regal directed the voices of Naruto?
Yeah.
Spider-Man himself?
Yes.
That's crazy. They got a cool little thing, a little cocoon going on.
They do.
A little hive. Yeah, so Netflix's dinosaurs.
What a shame.
We're going in with a different vibe today. I'm sorry, guys. Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
We watched it.
Yeah.
What was this one called?
Dead Man's on the Chest.
Man, if only we could instead watch Knives Out. Dead Men Tell No Tales. Is that what that one was called? Dead Man Walking?
Wake Up Dead Man.
Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like this one's fine
Yeah.
for an immediate sequel to one of the best movies of all time. And they had to figure out something to tell.
Okay, so obviously not only the schedule screw-ups are messing us up, right, as you could tell as we keep going deeper into this thing. At some point, we gotta stop it. Has anyone caught into some of the commentary I'm making on the side? I feel like I'm alone.
We're also a little behind on the film reviews and stuff.
Yes, we're behind on the film reviews. I thought this one would be easy. I was like, it's a dumb sequel. No one likes it.
Not easy.
I hate it.
It's not... Here's the thing. I say it's a fine sequel just because I remember really, really hating the third one, and then I never watched the fourth or fifth ones because I hated the third one so much. So from what I remember, this one's not the worst. It was an attempt. I think the worst thing is that every single joke is just a really pathetic repeat of a joke from the first one.
Yes.
And that sucks.
Yeah. Well, think about it. It's a 2.5-hour movie that replays itself in 3 different sections. Mm-hmm. And then you just have to be like, that's the sequel. But it keeps going. And then, like, what's different? I don't know. The guy with the funny eye lost it again.
Yeah, they vanished at some point. Like, they did not do anything right. A lot of it...
What do you mean?
They were doing things, and then they were just pushed into the background because we had a real plot we had to focus on.
They were there the moment they show up.
No way!
Okay, God.
The character was introduced when they were introduced.
Fuck off. When Will gets on the Cannibal Island, right?
Yeah, I know they were there the whole time. They just didn't do a whole lot.
No, they were constantly always with them.
But yeah,
Ever since that point. Mm-hmm. They're in the background, but even when they're in the bayou, they are still in the same room with them.
Not enough of Cotton and his parrot, I say. My favorite characters. Cotton and his parrot. I liked that the parrot hung out with Jack the monkey. That was fun.
Yeah.
After the Cannibal Island, the rest of the movie was so boring.
It is.
It was really plotting. It was all over the place. Jack got really tiresome really quick.
Well, the problem is, while I was writing this script, I was like, oh, you made a major mistake, Disney. This story's not about Will.
No, it's not. He's not the main character anymore.
In fact, none of these stories outside of Pirates of the Caribbean, which everyone considers the best for obvious reasons.
Because it is.
But I'm just saying, back to that remakes thing, right? If the story's not about the main character and you think you can keep going with a sequel, you're going to run into a lot of issues, right? If you think you can keep remaking and retreading this path over and over again, without understanding the mistakes you made before, whether it is completely losing a villain like Gantu.
Yes. Poor Gantu.
Limiting or structuring a character so they can't blossom.
Like Grogu.
Or Bleakley. Right? Then you're going to run into hindrance with your story.
It was so obvious. Like, Jack was really popular, so we'll make it all about Jack. And
but Jack is not...
So annoying.
Yes. Jack's not good. And when Will has to play him, I started to notice, because they filmed them both back to back, but 2 and 3, right? That Orlando Bloom runs onto the set, you could see like action cut. Mm-hmm. Right? So he's mid movement into it, and he's just like staring off out in the open. Well, the camera's fixed on Jack, and he's like, "Then we shall go there, mateys." And again, Orlando Bloom's just staring off at the distance. I really hope I can figure this out.
I believe in you.
For the editing, but like, I want to actually make something good.
Yes. And you will.
Yeah. I'm sorry about the Resident Evil thing. I tried. I fiddled. It didn't work.
The copyright was a monster on this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about that. What else did we watch this week?
There was Ted 2.
We we wanted to watch all of it, and we were sitting there working on it, and then halfway through the season, our subscription ran out. We forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's my bad. But we got through the D&D episode. That was fun.
That was a great episode. Brandon Mulligan was great in that one.
You introduced him to me earlier.
Mm-hmm. Because he's been DMing for a while, but he's the DM for Dimension 20, which I really like, and he's the new DM for Campaign 4 for Critical Role.
Nice. Because Mercer's going to be a character.
Yeah, he's a player this time around. Yeah. So, that was fun. That was great. It was also everyone, like Seth MacFarlane is obviously a big fan of tabletop RPG.
Always has been.
The kid, he's not a kid, he's like 20 some odd by this point. The guy who plays, the main character. What the hell is his name?
John?
No, the kid who plays John is also had an interview where he's like, I'm super into D&D and stuff. And he was like giving like specific requests to the costume department about how he wanted his outfit to look.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, no, it was fun. You do get to deal with drama. Mm-hmm. Right? Family living drama.
I forgot how much drama is circling around Blair, the character.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, right. That's Seth MacFarlane. He's good at drama thing. He just doesn't get to do it very often.
I forgot it too because I was like, that's just his sister. I'm like, no, that is his sister. Mm-hmm. But relation-wise, that's his cousin.
Yeah.
Who's living in the attic. Mm-hmm. And then Ted, you were not laughing at Ted.
I think Ted is fine, but he's not the funniest part of the show. I like he can be funny when he's doing an alley-oop on someone, but most of the funny bits come from, I think John's the funniest, honestly. He has some good, just like weird little one-off lines here or there. John's
a weird kid.
Yeah.
He's a really fucking weird kid. I like him. But he is also the guy who brought a teddy bear to life.
Yes.
So
he should be kind of weird.
And then the other show was One Piece.
Yes!
Season 2. Last time we did this, I just want to remind you, right? We did a whole episode of just talking about One Piece.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that.
We only got through the first 3 episodes. We were sleepy, so we're older. There was one point, we're going to dive into spoilers, barely, so if you don't want that, bye. There was one point in episode, I think it was 2 or something, where Smoker was going around, and then someone was like, I'm here now too, and the camera pans, and it was Garp, and then I yelled because I was excited, and then Helmeppo was on one side, and I yelled because I was excited Helmeppo was there, and then I was like, my boy's here too, and I looked, and Kobe's there, and I just went, ah! 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 I was so excited to see my guys!
Buggy was fun.
Buggy was fun. Elvita and Buggy's whole thing was great.
I think the question of the week is very easy.
What do you think it is?
Who's the cutest? And guys, don't be weird about it.
Uh-huh.
Just be honest, right? Who's the best looking guy?
Yeah.
Right? Sanji or Zoro?
You should have Buggy as a third option.
I'll do 3 and 4. Buggy and Chopper.
Yes.
That way we can bring in the female demographic.
Oh, it was really fun because I feel like they handled Logtown really well. They introduced that one guy early. I looked up his name earlier. He's in like Law's crew. The guy with green hair and like sharp teeth.
Oh yeah, he looks like a Capcom. Oh god. Marvel vs. Cap. No one's gonna remember Morgan. Morgan?
You're right, no one's gonna remember.
No one remembers her?
I never played Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, Morrigan.
Ah, see?
I
Big
do
tits.
know her. Yeah, the like succubus
See?
lady.
Yep.
Yeah. What a great... You could have said any other character, I would have no idea.
See?
But
I
know
brought back
Morrigan.
the female audience.
I thought it was great. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was just cool seeing everyone again. I like seeing them go. And then Brooke was there, and he sang, and it was amazing.
I kind of hate that stuff.
I'm into it because I like Brooke, and you keep being this weird Debbie Downer, being like they're not gonna get that far in the story, and I'm like, well, if they don't, at least we got to see Brooke in some capacity.
I thought this was my podcast, and I get to tell them how I feel.
No, I like One Piece too much.
Yeah, I think we all guessed that I was going to go towards this direction.
Go-
And just be like, hey, you're going to see the end of Alabasta, where finally Luffy does his thing and just knocks Croc out underneath the temple.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be the end. But then I saw this interview today. It was Zoro, Usopp, and Vivi.
Yeah.
I think so. And they were asking them, like, how far do you want to go? What do you want to be in? Mm-hmm. Right? And two of them said Water 7.
That's Frankie's town, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, who is Zoro?
McKenyu.
McKenyu said Watto.
Watto?
Yeah, which is way out there.
Oh.
I mean, you're couple hundred in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how long do you think you're going to do this? Are you just being that, like, I want to try and push it that far? Because I don't know if it's going to keep going.
I think they're doing
It took 3 years to get to this.
They're doing a good job with the pacing. Well, by that point, they won't need to do the time skip thing. They'll just already look like
Yeah, but
that.
here's the thing. It took you 3 years, which took you altogether 6 years to get to something where you can adapt. And I'll say this. The dog is getting loud.
He's snoring, sorry.
To faithfully adapt an anime in live action.
Well, they're already currently filming season 3. They
Yes.
did 2 and 3 back to back.
Yeah. Well, it would suck to end the season and not know the ending.
With Alabasta and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think they're doing a good job with the pacing, you know? Like, going through... Because we're watching the anime now, too. We made it to the end of Alabasta, in the anime. And Logetown was like 20 to 30 episodes, something like that.
Yeah, there are moments in Logetown where I was like, I'm kind of upset the live action didn't adapt it.
I did appreciate, like, I liked when Usopp went to get his goggles, there was a little girl there.
Yes.
And a nice, cute little reference to, what was her name? Daddy's daughter. Daddy Father? What was his
Wasn't it
name?
like Beauty?
Something like that. But that was cute. There's cute little details hidden here or there everywhere. And I understand, like, the expediting process. Like, we skipped everything with the Dragon Island, you know, to get up Reverse Mountain.
Yeah.
So there are things, but I also appreciate that. So then when you do go and watch the other one, like, if you watch just the anime...
Yeah, there's still more story to explore.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're fine.
Do you have any extra thoughts?
One more. Oda made it clear that only one person so far has died in the story of One Piece. Sorry, 2.
Who?
Goldie Roger
Uh-huh.
and Ace
Yeah.
D. Portagas.
Portagas Diaz. Yep.
Sorry. When Robin enters at the very beginning of season 2,
Oh, it's gruesome.
she's using her arms,
Uh-huh.
right? And it's fun to watch.
Yes.
The CGI's a little off, but you know what? Whatever. It's a cartoon.
Doing the best they can with
Are we
hands.
really going to be like that?
Yeah.
Thor's power level is. Anyways.
She's making them shoot themselves.
Yes, and that's kind of fun, right?
It is.
And it removes the goriness, especially that last shot.
Yeah.
Where that would have been clearly like in the blood splatter ring.
I almost expected
And
a
I
blood
knew
splatter.
it. Yeah, me too. And I was like, this is the spot, and it doesn't do it. And I'm like,
It's crazy.
but we're not afraid to do this.
There wasn't any blood, but they were doing the things and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to get to blood eventually, I imagine. Because especially where we left off, we're right on the edge of Little Garden. And I don't know if Zoro's gonna actually try to cut through his legs to escape the giant wax kick.
Have you seen... Okay.
I haven't.
I know in the last episode, if you guys haven't seen it, we do talk about Pokemon Day. It got really low viewing because it came out weirdly.
Yeah, sorry.
That was our fault, but we also did see it. So if you just were curious, go check it out. Otherwise, hang out with us. And I was looking at the poster because the one thing I talked about in that last episode was like, are you going to do the dumb wax kick?
Yeah.
It's on there.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is going to be so stupid.
I can't wait.
I just want to see how far he cuts into his leg. Like, are we going to go to Saw?
I don't know, because it's been not gruesome so far.
Yeah. Well, okay. Audience, hang in there with me, right? Is it going to be that gruesome, or is it going to be like the anime, where he just kind of shoved right through his leg?
Yeah.
And there's just blood, and he's like standing there.
And suddenly there's blood everywhere. Yeah. I don't know, I was thinking about the live action. I think the casting for Miss Valentine's Day and Mr. Five,
Yeah.
perfect. Phenomenal. They look like plucked right out of the pages. It's amazing how good they look.
Valentine?
Is it Valentine? I don't remember. I think so. Monday? Sunday. Golden Week.
Whatever. Her eyelashes don't look right, but that's because it's painted on and it's supposed to be a cartoon.
It's
Right? They try.
It's an eyeliner technique.
Yeah.
Some people do that. I think it's more common in Japan. I don't know.
I do like the way they look, and they try their best to get as close as possible. Okay.
Yeah.
That's coffee break.
That's coffee break. We got to wrap it up because I want to keep going. I want to watch more episodes.
I'm done with this.
Do you have anything coming out this week?
One Piece.
Behind the scenes for Ruby Reverse Fates. That's it. It'll be a fun one.
I was joking. I thought you were going to play.
No, I thought you were being serious.
Yeah. No, okay. Oh, we finished Shadow of Colossus, Resident Evil 9. We're going to walk right through it every day. Like I said, I think I have an idea. Solid plan. Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
Yep, expect that review somewhere on the horizon. To get it.
Bring me an horizon. And also, happy early St. Patty's Day.
Aw, yay.
If I don't get there in time, just know I wish you the best.
Yes.
But I want to review Luck of the Irish. I don't care about the copyright. I just want to talk about the damn movie and how cool it is.
It's a weird one.
It is a very culturally important movie.
This is the one that inspired Ryan Coogler to make Sinners.
Are you fucking kidding me? You spoiled that shit
You
on my
talked
own.
about it like 3 weeks ago when you learned it.
God, I hate you. Obviously, that's where I'm going because they're going to win the Oscars. So we're going to take a nice little Irish path into being black vampires.
Hooray! Cool.
Hey guys, enjoy your spring break. If it's your spring break, stay safe, stay healthy,
Yep.
hydrate.
Drink water.
Yep.
Wear your seatbelt.
Probably stop looking at that phone.
Wash your hands.
God, that's weird. When was the last time you washed them?
Did you do the dishes today? I know you haven't, young man. If you have to till the count of 3, 2.